Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This episode we are going to discuss gender lenses on world politics. First, let's define the term, lenses. Lenses is defined by selecting the most important or simplifying our way of thinking. Selective attention is a necessary feature of making sense of any particular subject, practice, paradox, or social order. But this selective attention can be troublesome because since lenses do not focus on everything, it leaves out other features out of focus. This can lead to stereotypes or generalizing whole groups of people based on incorrect assumptions. Studies show that we tend to see what we expect to see, and stereotypes frame how we see individuals and groups in particular ways, especially when we know little about those groups of people. Lenses shape who we are, what we think, and what actions we take, thus shaping the world we live in. At the same time, our reality is determined by our lenses that are available to us. For example, the underrepresentation of women in politics may be quote-unquote explained by the stereotype of their being uninterested in power and politics. In this way, stereotypes blame quote-unquote individuals for their failures and divert attention from institutionalized practices and social structures that shape everyone's personal abilities, social opportunities, and realization of preferred objectives. Stereotypes that value some groups and devalue others are inherently political, operating to normalize and thus to reproduce unequal power relations. They reproduce inequalities by being taken for granted and self-fulfilling. In short, if we expect certain behaviors, we may act in ways that in fact create and reinforce such behaviors. From birth, the way we are treated depends on our gender assignment, and we learn in multiple ways how to adopt gender-appropriate behaviors. To view gender lenses from a world political view, political theorists recognize that the most effective way to maintain systems of rule is not through direct violence, but through ideology. Persuading those who are inferior or subordinated that inequalities in social hierarchy are natural, therefore inevitable and desirable. People are less likely to challenge society if they see differences in status of power are the natural order of things. As I said previously, your lenses are shaped by what is available for you to focus your attention on. If your lens is limited, then you will not challenge the society because you did not know any better. In many other world cultures, dominant, idealized gender stereotypes depict men/masculinity as strong, independent, worldly, assertive, rational, etc., while women are portrayed as the opposite, weak, dependent, naive, peaceful, emotional, gentle, etc. Politics has been one of the most exclusive human activities since the beginning of mankind. Politics are seen for the man. They have been more exclusively limited to men than any other realm of endeavor and has been more intensely, self-consciously masculine than most other social practices. Another type of gender lenses we look at is the division of labor and resources. Division of labor and resources are particularly visible through a lens of how work is defined and counted, what kind of work are most valid, who does work, what work, and how much, if anything, they are paid. Studies worldwide confirm women who work for pay rarely do less unpaid work at home because even when men are unemployed, they resist doing women's work in the home. The issue with that is that women who are employed are also expected to do care work with or without a man. So therefore, in conclusion, gender lenses is personalized to each person because it depends on one's experiences and how they view the world. On a global scale, we see many cultures that gender lenses shapes the way a governmental or societal or social community functions. Thank you. That is all for this episode. Bye.